What is going on, people of YouTube? My name's Kurtyoy and welcome back to a brand new episode of the Game Week preview, where we look at the upcoming game week and the players that could score big, and I give you my picks of basically who could score big. It's basically a kind of cheat code, but sometimes the cheat code fails because it's not very good. That would accurately describe me, I feel. Yeah, that's not too good. But I've also got Fantasy Tote as well. I won the Dream Team last week. I'll be going for 2 in 2 and everything else involved in the preview. But first, the goalkeepers. Starting off with the goalkeepers, we've got Lloris, Fabianski, Kurtyoy and David De Gea. Before anyone says anything, I know full well David De Gea, Manchester United, facing off against Kurtyoy and Chelsea. But I seriously consider that being a 0-0. And I put them as a joke because I put Lloris down as a definite against Palace. Fingers crossed. I got Fabianski down as a maybe, but also a decent few save points, maybe 3 or 4 points, even if I don't get a clean sheet against Brighton. But I struggled to see where other clean sheets were coming. I think every other game has goals in it, and maybe West Brom away at Huddersfield, maybe Newcastle at home to Bournemouth, but I can see them scoring maybe. So I put them down as it could be a goalless draw, and that's why they're there basically. But Lloris against Palace, you should expect like 5-0 there, but Chelsea found it hard, so maybe Spurs might as well. You also got Fabianski as well. Again, I said the save points could come in handy. But as for that, goalkeepers, I've really flopped this week. I can't really see anyone getting clean sheets. Next we move on to the Dream Team part, where we look at Fantasy Tote and we get our Dream Team picks and we see who I've gone for this week. Now last week I won €5 in 37 battle, 36.4, but I had pence or cents I suppose in my account, so it ran up to 37. I've got a 3-5-2, first time I've done it in Dream Team I believe. Got Fabianski in goal, hoping for those save points. We've got Walker, Azpilicueta and Fuchs at the back, with Atsu, Eriksson, Salah, Mahrez and Salah across the midfield. Vardy and Kane start up front for me. Now I was really tempted to use Lloris, but I only used 2 Spurs players, but I thought Fabianski really has a good chance of getting a clean sheet and save points, so I thought I need to take a risk here. Because there's quite a few easy picks there like Kane, and of course my captain is Kane. The back three, I feel like Fuchs, it may be a chance to reinvest in Leicester now Claude Puel's taken over, maybe more defensive, more rigid, but those clean sheet points might be coming in more often than not. Azpilicueta and Walker. Azpilicueta, feel like it's going to be a very, very dull game. United will set up to defend. Azpilicueta coming forward can put those balls in the area. Maybe Hazard, Morata, marauding midfielder, maybe even Alonso can get on the end of one of those crosses. I think that's where Azpilicueta's really good, and Walker obviously bobbing forward. Midfielders built up of 5 really, really good on the ball players. Atsu, Salah and Sane have pace. Mahrez and Eriksson are great technically. Vardy and Kane up front, deadly duo. Maybe 4-4-2 in the Euros, those two could do bits, but for now I hope they'll give me my second Dream Team win. Moving on to defenders, we've got Davis from Tottenham, Norton of Swansea, Walker of Man City, I should say, I almost minced my words, Azpilicueta of Chelsea, Holebas of Watford and Simpson of Leicester. Now Davis comes in and it's a big, big risk, because will he play or will he not? He's out of my team because I was scared he was going to drop down in price when he didn't play. And also for the fact I wanted to sort of reimburse other areas, so that gave me a chance to do that. But if he's still in your team, rubbing my hands if he's going to play, because he's a good player. But then Danny Rome's coming back, the fact that he's not even played last couple of game weeks for either a left-footed defender or just even someone like Trippier or Aurier is worrying. But yeah, you've got Davis there, you've got Norton as well coming in, could be good attacking wise and getting a clean sheet against Brighton. Walker bomb forward, same with Holebas. Hopefully Simpson might as well, but more defensive, and 4.5 gets you a nice clean sheet I believe against Stoke, who knows. Holebas can bomb forward. Azpilicueta again, as I've said, great technically, can come forward from that 3 at the back, make it 2 in the back. He can almost be a third midfielder coming in, and that can really help Chelsea this week, and I feel like could be getting an assist to his name. Not calling anything, I feel like if anyone is going to get an assist, Azpilicueta is definitely on the cards. Next we move on to our 5-a-side picks, where we have a few big games. Well, first of all, West Ham vs Liverpool, quite a decent game. And then Sunday I had to choose between Man City and Arsenal and Chelsea and Manchester United. I opted for Chelsea Man United because I feel like I'm probably going to get it all tits up. I'm definitely not going to win now. It's going to be a score for both teams, but I've gone with a De Gea in goal, Azpilicueta and Valencia, the two defenders, Hazard in midfield, Rashford up front, with Azpilicueta being my captain. I don't know why, but I just honestly see that being a 0-0. If I can bomb out on the clean sheet points, maybe if there's a gone goal, maybe it'll be for Chelsea, Azpilicueta, assist, Hazard, goal, it'll be dreamland and I'll win, but most likely not. But I've got Hazard and Rashford because I feel like they are two dangerous players, and if they're only going to get any goals, I mean assist or goal, it's going to come through those two, so worst comes to worst, I've got those two to get some attacking points to hopefully claw back this 5-a-side, but for now, that's what I've gone with, and I'm quite confident in it. Moving on to the midfielders, we've got Sane, Salah, Cleverley, Eriksen, Mahrez and Sermon, basically all the players I've suggested in my dream team. Starting off with Sane, he's 8.7 and he's brilliant. A goal and assist in each of his last 3 games, albeit they come up against Arsenal now, but still a chance for that to be a high scoring game. I think usually when they meet it's a high scoring game, so I wouldn't bet against it being a very, very high scoring game. You've also got Salah in there, blistering pace, and he's also facing off against a rather weak looking West Ham team, so he could be doing bits there. Cleverly's a cheaper option along with Sermon. Those two are in there to sort of balance it out, but two good cheaper options. They're getting the occasional assist point and goal scoring point, but also cheap enough for you to think, sit on the bench if you want, I don't mind. Could be a good little side option. And Eriksen and Mahrez, both technically brilliant. Eriksen in a game where I feel like Palace will definitely be having their backs up against the wall. Eriksen can split open a defensive one pass, maybe a long shot as well. And Mahrez, to add to that, could be the one to break down a Stoke defence in the early kickoff on Saturday. I feel like all those picks could score big, apart from the cheaper two, but even then they could get the occasional goal or assist. Next up, we've got a star club and star player. And quick note before I go into it, the star club has a €75 guaranteed pot, and the star player has a €150 guaranteed pot. So if you want to bet on anything on the Fantasy Top website, I haven't done it yet, now is your perfect chance to go in there. All you need to do is bet €1 and you could be in with a chance of winning some of it, and it's a brilliant chance just to basically get yourself some good money, earn, and then continue where you left off. I've learned that if you continue, you can do well unless you make stupid mistakes and go for a bit of a risky team and you lose it all. So don't follow my lead. But basically, we've got Spurs as the star club. We've got Eriksen as a star player. Basically because I feel like this could be a clean sheet and a couple of goals. Obviously, last time I said that, it wasn't, and I very badly got it wrong. But this time it's against Crystal Palace. You've got to think they must at least get a clean sheet, if not a 1-0. So that means if they're playing 5 at the back, let's say Davis one side, Aurier the other, you've got Sanchez, Alderweireld if he's not injured, and Vertonghen. Simple. That's 5 clean sheet points along with Kurtyoy, along with Lloris. You've also got the 2 fullbacks who'll be getting assist or goal points. It seems very, very easy to pick up on that. And Eriksen basically being, because I feel like he'll be the talisman. He'll be able to put the balls in the area. He's on set plays, long shots potentially. If anyone's going to break him down, I feel like it could be Eriksen. So that's why I've made my picks. Lastly, we've got the attackers, and we have Kane from Tottenham. Who knows? From Man City, Vardy from Leicester, Abraham from Swansea, I almost moved my words again, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin from Everton. Starting off with Kane, he's playing at home against Crystal Palace. I can't see that being anything but a couple of goals for Harry Kane. Of course, Swansea went there and got a 0-0, so Palace could do that, and Palace, I feel like with Zaha going forward, with Towns and players like that, they've got the potential to hurt him on the counter-attack, but I see that being an easy clean sheet and a couple of goals for Kane. If Palace do score, that's going to ramp up the pressure even more, and that will feed into Kane's little basket, and he'll take that to the checkout, check it out, scan it through, and take that home. And basically, he's going to get a couple of goals. It was a really bad analogy. Next up, we've got Who Knows from Man City, because I want to say Man City forward, because they're bound to score, as they always do, but which one do I pick? I don't know. Welcome to Pep Guardiola and his time, and I say Pep Guardiola is doing alright, but who knows? I want to be that guy who said, I said that player, but I don't. I don't know. So Man City forward, 50% on Jesus, 50% on Aguero. Take your pick. Vardy from Leicester comes in next. Great pace, chance to break down the Stoke team. I think it'll be really good. And then cheaper options in Abraham and Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Abraham for the reason of he's doing all right at the moment. And I feel like against Brighton it could continue. And Dominic Calvert-Lewin, he's £5 million, seems to be in a regular spot at the moment with Everton. And I feel like he could be a good bet against Watford. And that happens to be that for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Don't you like, comment and subscribe, and let me know in the comment section down below, are you going to be on Fantasy Tote this week, and which of the players I've suggested do you think will score big, and have I missed anyone that will score big? Let me know all of that in the comments down below. Thank you for watching, hopefully you have enjoyed, and peace.